Oh my gosh.
Angel, do you remember anything?
Angel sent here to protect us, or demonic being sent here to trick and deceive us? Angel Hare, yes sir. We're gonna be finishing out the series today, watching tape 4, 5, 6 and both bonus tapes in this video, and that's gonna wrap up the series on the channel. But if you guys really like this series and you want to check out more, please be sure to go check out the East Patch, the original creator of this series. He has plenty of content on his channel. Get any lore, any more updates, anything like that, make sure to go check him out. All links down in the description to his channel. Let's get started. Let's get straight into this series with tape 4. I should be confused, but there's only calm and a sense of dread that something happened tore us apart.
I was scared you'd be mad at me, but I shouldn't have lied.
No, you shouldn't have. It hurt my feelings that you would take one of my angel feathers, but it hurt me so much more that you would lie about it, Francis.
Will you ever forgive me?
The Bible tells us to forgive, but Proverbs 19 also warns us about the consequences of lying. Do you think we should forgive Francis now that he's apologized?
There's always room for forgiveness.
We should? That's very nice of you. It shows a lot of courage to be merciful toward others. Francis, I forgive you.
That's so kind of you, Gabby.
She's like a completely different person.
I'm sorry, Gabby. I was scared you'd be mad at me, but I shouldn't have lied.
Have y'all noticed whenever we go to the recordings with the alternate version, the glitches are extremely heavy? Like there's a lot of glitching going on right now.
You should always tell the truth. If you know you're going to be in trouble, you should create a truth for later.
Will you ever forgive me?
Go to a friend's house when something bad happens, and you won't have to lie about it when they ask you later.
What?
They are going to ask you what happened, Jonah. So you have to make sure you're gone when the time comes. We have to make sure you only have truth to tell.
She's planning my alibi. What? Alibi for what though?
You can forgive Francis if you want, but it will be difficult to ever trust him again. Revelations warns us of the place prepared for liars. It's up to you, Jonah. What would you like me to do?
Ooh, I looked for incident reports in my, but there was a flood at the municipal building.
It's all right. Take your time and think about it. It's not an easy decision.
Water crews arrived and were able to essentially close the floodgates, but not before the damage was done.
What?
I was thinking the same thing. I'll help you however I can.
Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. No, because I'm this whole time I'm thinking like it's one specific person. She was causing floods? Oh, that's crazy. Tape 5, come on. I took a trip back home where we first met. I don't want to scare my mom. Oh no. So I haven't told her why I'm here. What? To search for anything from my childhood I didn't expect to find. So much. Yo.
Some children may break many balloons, and the experimenter may try to find out whether he feels any guilt about the destruction.
When the wind blows, the cradle rocks, the bow breaks, and down come our babies, cradles and all. Children witnessing
Oh my
violent events
gosh.
on television.
I had no idea she went down the same
Beginning at
road.
1 year of age, the child is trying to interpret.
Oh!
And he feels danger. Get back to your home.
That are a little different.
Yo, this is crazy. There's like actual footage.
Whether it's exposure to the television
Get back to
programming
your
itself
home.
or
Hold
the
on.
family and social conditions that lead to
Get to a
children
group of
spending a lot
people.
of time watching it.
Whoa.
Unfortunately, if the child does not smile, we cannot infer that he is not comprehending the event.
I can't make her revisit
If it's the
this.
programming itself, the burden appears to fall on the film industry. Whatever the combination is, it seems to be a fairly lethal combination.
Whoa. Not until I find out. How to find my angel again.
One of their neighbors kept on looking for them until they were found.
What we did.
If placed in a dark room, he would probably open his eyes while searching.
There aren't enough pieces to figure out the past. I have to take this into my own hands here now.
Meanwhile, as an old friend used to say, good night and good luck.
Never, never hide. Oh, why is it quiet? Why is it quiet? I don't like that. So what I'm getting at so far is that she didn't only just protect Jonah from, and if you go back and watch that, make sure you go back and watch the original video if you haven't. There'll be like a link in the description and a card up above if you guys want to go check that out. Obviously, I will hope you want to. She wasn't only protecting Jonah from what I initially thought, which was a threat within the household. Dude, I think she was killing like a mass amount of people because it said a flood that couldn't be stopped. My head's hurting. My recordings of her are set in stone.
That's a lovely drawing, Jonah.
The live broadcast was how she spoke.
That's silly, Jonah. People can't fly.
Was where she lived.
Don't worry. We can stay here as long as you need me to. I hope you're having as much fun as I am.
I'm letting her out. What?
The colors show other animals that they're dangerous. We can be dangerous too, Jonah.
Whoa! Or is this all be a strange dream? What?
We can keep them away with just our banner.
But I have to know for sure. What?
Angel Gabby. Oh, Angel Gabby.
Hello? Gabriel? Angel Gabby?
Good morning, Francis. I love to hear you call. Have you brought a new friend with you?
Yes, but I'm fearful, Angel Gabby.
What?
I never know what to say.
Oh my god. What? It's me. Jonah, I'm here. Do you
What?
remember me?
I'm so happy to see you, Jonah.
What?
Just look how well you've grown.
Main story is done. We're going to get into the 2 bonus episodes in a minute. All we know so far is still a lot of mystery. And guys, like I said, please go down and check the original creator out if you want to get more lore than the two bonus tapes that we're going to watch here. What I'm getting at right now is that they were killing people. It's so lighthearted. You wouldn't even know on the surface. You wouldn't even know because it's so lighthearted. It doesn't even seem like they were doing anything. Dude, they were actually killing people. She caused a flood or in his hometown. This is crazy. Bonus tape 1, the first letters. Letters with Angel Gabby.
Hello there. No, I'm not Angel Gabby. She's busy today, so I have the privilege of answering your questions on her behalf. I sure hope I can do a good job for y'all. All right. Our first letter is from Bleeding Heart Doves. She asks if there are any other angel hairs. What a lovely question. Thank you, Bleeding Heart Doves. Personally, I haven't met any angels other than Gabby. She's my dearest friend. My only friend, really. Anyway, there's certainly more angel hairs out there, but they have a lot of responsibilities that keep them very busy. Here's some art I've collected over time of some of Gabby's angel friends.
No.
Aren't they lovely?
No.
Our next question is from Stephanie. Thanks for writing, Steph. Oh my. She writes, are there any demon hairs? As a matter of fact, there's quite a diverse lexicon of, well,
what was
she doesn't
that?
like me talking about all that.
Oh no.
But sometimes, when Gabby and I get a little giddy together, she'll tell some stories. I sure wish I could share more. But just know that demon hairs don't always appear as plainly as a rabbit with horns. Sometimes they look like an opportunity or a feeling. Well, I'm sure glad you wrote to us, Steph, and Gabby sends her love. Keep writing in, friends. Gabby loves to hear you call. Goodbye.
Wait a minute. Okay, I said this in the last video I made on Angel Hair, that we don't know if Angel Gabby is an actual angel. All we know is that that's how she appears in the show. Yo, this is getting crazy.
Hello there. I'm afraid Angel Gabby couldn't be here today, but she's so thrilled with all the mail that's come in. Y'all are really writing a lot. There's so much of it. I'll do my best to get through as much as I can.
Okay.
Let's see. Here's a couple. Honey Bunny asks if there are other types of angel animals, and Tin Moose wants to know if there are other magical creatures. What fascinating questions. Thanks for being so curious, you two. Of course there aren't other magical creatures. Gabby isn't magical after all. If you see a magical creature, it's probably an unholy apparition trying to lure you into trouble. Trust me, even the friendly ones can be a wolf in sheep's clothing. As for other angel animals, let's see, what do we have next?
What?
Coy asks if there is anyone in the woods besides the angel and the badger. My name is Francis. And Natalia asks if there will be more friends showing up. Well, don't worry, Natalia and Coy. The forest is always buzzing with life. Today's just a little quiet. Okay, next we have a couple letters from Mary Stone and Doom Gamer 3000. What lovely names. Thanks for writing, friends. They ask what Gabby's duties are, and if other angels like to come down and help. I think you'll be interested to know that Gabby has a lot of very busy angel friends. They have a lot of work to do all over the world.
Whoa, why is she side-eyeing like that?
If you keep an eye out, maybe you'll spot your local angel Hare hopping around and helping people. Alrighty. Next is a letter from Frog. Frog asks how we get these letters and if we know where they're coming from. What a funny question. We get our letters through the mail like everyone else, Frog, and they come from curious little writers just like you tuning in to watch your friends. Speaking of friends, our next letter is from R. Pakula. They write, do you know how you became Jonah's guardian angel? Do you remember anything about Jonah? Inky Lemon asks, how high can Gabby fly? What a funny question. I've seen Gabby fly
oh my
so
gosh.
high, she disappears right into the sun. I don't know how to measure it in units of science, but she certainly is a good flyer. That's all the time we have for today, friends. I appreciate your patience, and I hope you'll stay in touch.
No.
It's very comforting to know so many of you want to learn more about Gabby. She loves to hear you call. Goodbye.
Gosh, this was an amazing series. It was amazing. I think what really like sets it in stone for me is the mystique, at least from if you're a person who watched just the regular tapes without going and doing deeper investigation into all the other videos that he has on the channel or they have on the channel, you would have a hard time piecing a concrete story, but you would also have that allure, that mystery. It's hard to put together a good story where the viewer has to piece it together themselves. It doesn't always work out to where you can give pieces of the puzzle but not give the full story and it be as good as this was. This, you can piece it together and it wasn't overly gory, overly you get jump scared a lot, but it was so good to where I can sit back and I can piece it together myself. As for my final theory on the series, we follow the main character Jonah. As he's out one day, he discovers some tapes from his childhood. He buys them, takes them home, and watches them to try to reminisce. Jonah notices that the tapes aren't exactly how they were when he was a child. Luckily, they had recorded the series and they had VHS tapes of the recordings. He then goes, finds those tapes and rewatches them and notices that there is a big difference between the tapes that he bought and the tapes that he had recorded as a child. He then, he watches them. He notices that Angel Hare, Angel Gabriel, who is the angel in the actual recordings that he has, stops being covert about her appearance. She just be abrupt, and she's more abrupt as time goes on, and they kind of form this relationship together, right? You go from that, and then he notices that they also did things together that were dangerous. She says in the tapes, we can be dangerous too. From the one snippet we saw, they caused floods within the city, things like that. They did a lot of things that were very harmful. He goes back, he finds the rest of the tapes, he does a lot of investigation. Tape 5 really stuck with me because it was so much to unpack there, and I'm gonna go rewatch this as I'm editing it. It was just so much to unpack. You'll see I was more quiet because I'm trying to process everything that's coming through. I will say the East Patch, this was an amazing series. I hope to see a lot more series like this. This series just goes to show that you don't have to be overly gory, overly jump scared to tell a good, compelling story that was full of mystique and surprise. And this is really well done. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.